Welcome to a brand new series of Airtel Touching Lives. In this, the first episode of the new series, we visit a small village school that is battling against the odds. We will look back at the story of Emmanuel from Asesewa. Next stop will be Kaswa, where we have a story about a mother's love and dedication to her daughter.
Touching lives, making a difference, show the world that you care, helping out one another, we can all make a change. Reach out, touch somebody, put a smile on their face, helping out one another, we can all make a change. Touching lives, making a difference. Touching lives, making a
Touching Lives is back with great stories from across the country featuring outstanding individuals who are creating change in their own lives and that of those around them. Hello and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives. My name is Sedem, and together with AC, we take you on an exciting and inspiration-filled journey as we appreciate individuals who are doing great stuff, extraordinary things in their own lives and their communities. The program having already won very prestigious awards this year, Airtel was recognized and presented with the CSR Company of the Year Award for 2013. Of course, this season would not be complete without a look back at some of your unforgettable stories from the previous season. I entreat you to put on your seatbelts because it's really going to be a long and fantastic ride. Starting the show, AC takes us to Somnyami Kodru in the Central Region.
Teachers are expected to produce successful pupils, but in most cases they have inadequate teaching and learning materials, and learning conditions are also poor. However, by some miracle, they are sometimes able to accomplish this impossible task. Pupils of Somnyami Kodru School are blessed with staff who work hard and do so selflessly.
Somnyami Kodru JHS is situated between two towns and serves two primary schools. Its very rural education is seriously underdeveloped in this area. There's no electricity, making it difficult for learners to study at night. Drinking water is hard to come by, meaning many of the girls forsake their schoolwork to collect water.
Primary Ignatius Buji, Michrade of Somnyami Kodru GSS, Michra ICT ni BDT.
Oh, aha sitna ete sing.
Nti aha sitna de edin. And I'm say wo akra na do beto bibi sa light ni ho. Nsuo mpa benom so ho den. Pipe no be kona e baako, ene yetu na baako ase. Ti be kona light di chiri. Before obunye bi krampo no time ko school time ko. Kola so me school time. Ana ufun duma ti se do kopra so. Ansa na wako charge.
Information B, there is no hard copy, hard process. Are you okay?
Please tell me about yourself.
Okay, I'm Moses Ep.1, and I'm currently the headmaster of Ep.1 Basic School.
What's it like living in the community?
Oh, actually, it's really a hard living area, but it's up to servicing oneself to be in that area because of the challenges that we do face.
What are these challenges?
Okay, truancy, and then snakes, nutrition, and then ICT challenges that we have in the school. Yeah.
Ahu chebe na ya ukum answer wetumi achre ICT achre nkola.
Ahu chama ko ni say ICT ngasa basically practicals, but when you need machine a e de chira de. ICT na primary ye na Jesus so ye. Nti mutu ni na ye ni machine. Nti echromo theory but practicals ni de nti minchro because of any machines e de be use. Nti ahocha ye wo mo ho de edin ye dan na nye nso to a untumi ntrim ti say ada ye be pon mo ana say ye be twom akọ one side of the classroom na say I dan ba ko e mo cheminu fa ba ko ntumi ntrim is say o transfer ba ko na wa kire mo ade.
The whole community is not on the national grid, So it's also making night studies very difficult for the kids. So meaning when they get to their real house, they don't learn at all. We don't have any computer in the school, so we always have to bus the children up to Chupraso to enable them have internet access.
The teachers have to take the students on a 45-minute drive to the closest ICT center.
And this is causing us a lot of problems because sometimes when even getting car from the village to Chupraso, it's really cumbersome. The last time we went to Chupraso, the car got stuck on one hill there, so the children had to get off and then push the car. It ended up soiling all the dresses of the kids. So I even stopped the ICT master not to be taking them to Chupraso because I wasn't able to bear the risks involved.
Which one? Accident in ICT no here.
ICT no was said. Your ICT, your computers we school. But my bomb is on there. Each of one team school. But you saw Boyama. Eh, Jinabi papa. Oh, okay, iPhone. ICT bomb your mama. Me yasal ko. Boys me mama. Stationer. A minor could.
Because phone cramp you use no ICT no will be to me I use. And this say to me a man colana then I am for my shima. Or to me a book they can't compete with them.
What are your needs?
Oh, really? We want a fully established ICT center in our school and then a solar panel or electricity of which you could be able to use to study and empower our ICT as well. It's really going to change the lives of the people and then the students as well because most of the parents do admire education and some too because it's a farming area, they're not much interested. But with the influx of this light and then this ICT, you know right now we are in a global world of which everybody is to have basic knowledge about computing. So if, one's kid is in the school and then he or she is having access to this computer and then they come to the house, Mommy, I was able to manipulate the computer. It will also drive them up to be sending their work to school, thereby educating them on one side as well. And then the light will also help them to be studying in the night.
There's no better investment for any community than education. Teachers and pupils are aiming to step up into a new era full of opportunities through ICT.
Guys, Moses and Ignatius are in the house with us. Please put your hands together and give them a sounding. Welcome to Airtel Fashion Labs. Moses, what keeps you in that school?
Actually, I really want to inspire the children how to take up education in the area. I want them to develop attitude toward better education or like getting themselves educated in the village. Because most of the times you see these kids getting pregnant because of the inability of them accessing education.
Iggy, I mean, how would you rate your students? Do you think that they are at par with students in more privileged schools?
They are average.
They are average students?
Average students. Because consider the situation they are and they don't have materials in learning. So if they get such a materials to help them much.
Well, Moses and Ignatius, we want to say thank you to you for the great work you're doing in that community. And it's this effort that Airtel Touching Lives wants to support. We want to help you and help the children in the process. So what Airtel Touching Lives wants me to tell you is that they will be doing a total repair of all the solar panels that you have there so we can bring electricity back to the school. That is first of all. We will also be renovating your ICT center and supplying it with computers. And this, I'm sure, is a small way by which we can help you and the students in your school to reach out for their dreams. So, Moses, tell me, how do you feel about this?
I'm very, very excited. I'm actually happy with it.
I mean, Ignatius, what in the world can you do these days without the internet? What does it mean for you?
Wow. I am so happy. Not per se, but the entire community is also happy because that's what we were looking for.
Well, I'll be expecting an email from both of you and your students when you get back to the school.
All right.
Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep up with the good work.
Thank you very
All
much.
the best. The show continues right after this break. There's so much more coming up. Stay with us.
Touching lives. Oh, hello there. Woo. I gotta make a change. I can smile all by myself, but it won't mean nothing if I don't put a smile on someone else. So I'm gonna smile with you. So make your change today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smile with you. So make your change today.
Actions and emotions are contagious. Within us is the potential to transform lives through our actions and attitudes. Make your change with Airtel.
Touching lives.
Our last season featured a story of Emmanuel who had so much to deal with. Let's watch his story again. Asesewa in the eastern region is surrounded by farming communities. Near the central market, you would find Emmanuel, his wife, and their 2 children. They are expecting their third.
My papa we now I'm GSS Form 3. First time, and I'm papa we. Me was having a farm cock, I say 7 or no, you're missing 7 costs in Juma. Or what you're missing. Because I know 3 months, you're going to Marina, you're going to things. You know, no way. I'm in the number, and I determine.
It is a tough community to make a living in, and Emmanuel works hard to survive and overcome his disability, which has left him reliant on crutches.
And this is Papa, what out to me?
Me yes sandals, slippers. But me yeah man power.
And today, she me bit me.
I met my.
Sir, I didn't know open us.
Yeah, here will be a just a winning bee. Or Befrost or Benjamin, no one saying a bear. Now when you're until I'm penance, a boo, how in your sir will be sad and cry with your mom.
In the 9 eyes and a how cry. Say, and now who has so a cow 9 back one. I always sing.
No, I am you. Because maybe I'm a home classmate for now. You might to Omoba. Umata de Shamu no mu ye, ya na me remember kwame timi ye adwuma no. Yeah, I am yapa. Everywhere. I am say class me ko no medro. But as a minion no so ebia me time dwun say minion no ti nko wo a obia ni ho obio. Nti masanja.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Maria, wife of Emmanuel, who joins us on Airtel Touching Lives. Maria, abrabomu to say. Yes. Anyway, we'll be getting down to business with Maria and the family. But first, let's see some footage of Emmanuel undergoing rehab. Emmanuel was taken to the renowned orthopedic training center in Nsawam, where he was fitted with an artificial leg. He went through an intensive rehabilitation process to prepare him for his first steps on his new leg. Now, Emmanuel. Hi. Incredible. Says you are the auntie. Na if we say you are here when I'm with you, man, send a brabo mutiama.
Okay, say pacha yeah.
Dear now to me, and Canadian now to me.
That's an amount to me that me take crutches. Until so could have a big ground to me, but I said, yeah, it mean I take could have a
Now when Tari Shimon Yaman, so dear Nasa.
First, meeting share tries, but I say meeting share tries. The same meeting share tries to castle.
This ought to be doing your ban, I said, dear. Sir,
meeting me young pub back.
Maria, and so say, Ben, I will see I will cool life, since say a day a prosthetic leg lesion.
Some say, I find what's me not to be. Or any of Pavia, but the Yamishram.
You, Yamishram, so far, many other passes to me home into now. You have a good luck, why? No baby, and a bonfire city. Well, that is Emmanuel. Emmanuel walks. The program continues right after this break.
Touch your lives. Oh, hello there. Woo. I gotta make a change. I can smile all by myself, but it won't mean nothing if I don't put a smile on someone else. So I'm gonna smile with you. So make your change today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smile with you. So make your change today.
Actions and emotions are contagious. Within us is the potential to transform lives through our actions and attitudes. Make your change with Airtel.
Touch your lives.
Our next story is both warming and humbling. Let's see what it's about.
Her endearing personality, her willpower, and her audacity to hope when there's virtually nothing to hold on to are probably the first elements you see when you first meet her. Linda's story is about family and a mother's bond with her daughter.
The team travels to Galilee near Kaswa in the central region. Linda and her mother live in Manhiam, a suburb of Galilee. Manhiam is an old community with a very protective people, which is the element which makes this community unique. For the inhabitants of Manhiam, they are more of a larger family than a small community.
Let me ask, how did you meet Linda?
Linda is a very good friend to my family, especially the mom. It's a very close friend to my mom, and my mom usually used to pay her visits. So that's how I got to know Linda, through friendship.
What's she like?
She's very cool. Linda is a very cool girl, very respectful and quiet.
Tell me about Linda's situation.
Linda was born like any normal child, but when she was 2 years old, she had a convulsion that made her paralyzed. So since 20 years now, Linda has been paralyzed in a wheelchair.
Linda has been in a wheelchair since the age of 2. Despite her disability and living in poverty, she has not let life get the best of her. She exudes positivity and has a clear passion to better herself and her station in life.
Your family Linda Bama. You will me asante fijase. Because my primary school and I'm if your background because Jesus ne SS wasi. He say me we SS when I'm master Jiwa Medical College a nursing school wager.
Entity out wheelchair, may I sing?
Ha me terebia o pese ko baby so bi nkan ho wintimi nko. Just said there be a just be one chain. And so it's my be a pese.
No, when a year come home, I'm a to me own yama.
Mammy. Say me what Jesus say. This or no any PM fi good school. SS and so SS there. Ye ben school ninti. Eto be my classmates for to be on be fe me. And a man in ya kwan kakra. No timi kotan de to be sister. On one and dem be kwana pa. Jesus says first no de me kona on one samba be fame. A trainer boys ni bi boy so dem beba. Into de me kwana pa na no dem be fi.
Won't you mammy to me go to a day, Moniska, and find she feel near the air saying you.
A terrible hammer. The terrible. A terrible. Biame a terrible. Minko. Na Minkoskuna, my cat now with me. I ain't your man time now. What's my cocotan, dear, not that super.
And yeah, you're sorry I do see my mammy.
The real name is Senama. Me on money and interest. I want to me close them in Tiama and yes. But you're free as I'm telling you, yes. You're from your house here. But we want to dear be do a cry. No, we have a fire auntie who could up on it. I my him. See, I know. We turn the cracker. Lenda, I may bow to 9. Pay you for
Lenda to say.
Lissu Bandi, Pecasa. We hear you can all Busana and to us on Casano to be. Yes, I'm a Casa. So, Casa, we have.
My Linda, Papa, way.
We need to go, say.
Miss me a car. Why we want some congratulate me. A banizena wouldn't be you.
Tama, I got only 2 years. I don't happy. O catch him say, we'll be away every 4 days. Now they have with my warrant with the floor. Money people. The floor me money be to me and I didn't know school make a crack, they do a crack. The bedroom ma, me animal, I catch him say, my way are 40. I'm not in a fee, and I'm bankruptcy. Me and maybe be a man. Tony Macacra. Yeah, it's here. And I cram this Sabina. And behind my yes, captain Triaca to a book screen on a scan. The copper room and it ran out of a crack.
Hello, no doubt to meet you.
Timothy and Cracker. Nikas. Johnny's, we have 5 million, so 4 million. The week be a chair, be at 250, because we're 200.
But I been is when you saw Emma Linda.
I said, I should never be see. Son of me, who are help.
Linda, what I saw is saying.
I said, me real nonsense, not me bare nonsense. I'm not. Or more much saying it's so much so bit my baby.
My dear Linda here.
But you here and school fees and a wheelchair. I was say, or more else and there. This is a plenty or a number of 2 here, laptop. Then a scassem. She and pa scassem.
A banissa, so when you're wow, on Saka and wow with Yana. Say never you. Ever many answer, and a baby ever mania. A hotel singer at the end. Young as she is, Linda has encountered and survived many challenges in her life: physical disability, abandonment, and poverty. Regardless of her unfortunate circumstances, she finds the strength to smile and the will to persevere because of her mother's truly undying love. For Linda, in spite of it all, hope abounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause as we welcome these 2 wonderful women onto Airtel Touching Lives. You na Linda, wabo modern pa weni eden. Na weni eden no so ene wa ho brase ene de wo bedu sisi a ye bonkumwe. Na nia Airtel pese me catch on say edikan no pese me di we ema wo. We no a scholarship Airtel Touching Lives edema wa. She said a free summer kwedi we school ko nyina no Airtel Touching Lives afa ho ka nyina. Nti hiasa obagi school fees. Na anyway no so no wo de laptop e ka ho ama on ya sama homa e books mo etime sua ade yie pa ma na esi abesa do. Waiting me about the next. Auntie Usia, once you be a Juma for cry, I'm no free Airtel touching live so. A Juma is sick, I which mean you sick, I show him. Now they being so Asha Linda, and no any Juma baby I'm not saying free Airtel touching live. It's a corner banging at Twitter. And he answered best one, maybe you're not the quitch man. Any now, now, and sign you. Airtel touching live, since the man can't show say, baby, I'm not here. When say rent in the air, name would do kakra. Now, so say, see, I do one cock with fear and feeble bray at the account one moment to the rent, no dear. When you from my Jumukra, I don't know, I'm for a mocha. Way any yama. Touching lives, see young farm mama, into me, some most more than Hossein, Medica and Linda.
Me diet of us. Some almost above Nama, me diet soon so baby. A broma dream in Tiasis. The stability come on your cocoa Tiasifo. Son, the Akan Swasomoso. The massive bree, your mind, a broma dream in Tiasis.
Linda, any auntie we see, I had a masse. Monko Swanya, you my palm way, and a Dutch we she to me, I can say once, what done in nest. Papa, I'm on my Ghana. Now, yeah, that's some person, Media Sada, strong cry, and my Dennis, I don't know, ever audience anymore, no, and no nominate him. You're more than some of my Dennis. This week has been super incredible, and all thanks goes out to all my guests whose lives have been a blessing to others, and also to you out there for your goodness and support to those around you. Until next week, stay good, stay positive, and remember to dream big. Commit to your passions, and you will learn to fly. Goodbye. Next week on Airtel Touching Lives, we look back at one of the highlights of the last season when we catch up with Rebecca and her family.
I asked myself, why wasn't I born that way?
Next stop is the Ashanti region, where AC meets one very determined young man.
When it came, how did it affect you?
I lose my job. They told me to come home.
Touching lives, making a difference.